My name is Tom Travis, I'm chairman, but as you can hear, my voice is going. So Peter Rossetti is gonna run the meeting this evening, and I'm still gonna participate, but
Yeah.
I really can't talk.
Okay, I'll take over at this point. Board members, Stephanie, Tom Travers, our chair. My name is Peter Rossetti, Bob Northrop, Chris Riley, John Cannon. Okay, those are the board members. Okay, normally the hearings are conducted in an informal manner, okay? We do ask that people, if you have a good reason and you need to be taken out of order for whatever reason, please let us know at the beginning of the meeting. We'll try to accommodate you. Good reason would be if you had a babysitter or something like that. Normally our meetings don't run overly long, but you know, if you just want to be at the beginning of the agenda and not at the end, that's not a good reason. Okay, we follow the agenda as it's published in the paper, and there should be copies of our agenda floating around somewheres. Okay, if anyone is going to speak this evening, please raise your right hand and be sworn in. Okay, that's left. Right hand, okay. I solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Okay, if you're gonna speak, you should be sworn in. Okay, there are 3 reasons why you come before this board. First one would be for a variance, and a variance has to do with dimensional relief. It means you're too close to a border or an edge of something, okay? Second thing could be for a special permit. A special permit has to do with the use of property. So if your house, if you want to do something to a non-conforming structure, that could be a special permit. The third reason is appeals against the building inspector. If the building inspector said either you can't do something or someone else can do something and you don't like it, and you want to appeal his decision, you can do that to us. Okay, we've asked, the chair has asked all the board members to go out and see the properties, so all of the board members should have seen your locations. You may have seen them there. Usually when they go out, they try to let people know that they've been there. Okay, hopefully we'll be able to make decisions on all the hearings this evening. We try to do that. If for some reason there's something missing, then it's possible it could be continued, but we try not to do that. Once a decision is made, our clerk, Stephanie, over there, okay? She's very, very good. If you have questions on something and you're afraid to ask me or the chair, you can certainly ask her. She's very nice, okay? But after the meeting, she has 14 days to type up what happened at the meeting. After that, there's a 21-day appeal period. At the end of that appeal period, then you can talk to her and you can get permission to find out how you go about getting your building permit, okay? Okay, the board made a decision, stamped in the decisions, okay? There was, let's bring the decisions. Okay, anyone have any questions? No? Did I leave anything out?
Just start with the pledge.
Okay, I'm sorry?
Start with the pledge.
Okay, so we're gonna do pledge of allegiance?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, if we could have everyone stand, please. John, could you lead us in the pledge of allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, first item on the agenda. This is on 47 Pleasant Street, and 47 Pleasant Street was one of the carryover from the last meeting. I believe they have asked for permission to withdraw. Correct. Okay, board members,
Motion to withdraw without prejudice.
Second.
motion,
Repeat what I said, that's all.
okay. Motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Noting none, are you ready for the question? Okay, we don't have to open that to the public?
No.
No. Okay, board members, want to call the roll?
Ms. Romano? Yes. Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Norford?
Yes.
Mr. Rossetti?
Yes.
Mr. Travis?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll leave one of us out anyway.
Okay. Okay, so they're allowed to withdraw without prejudice. Okay, number 2, on this one, you're sitting out?
Yes.
Okay, on the petition of Deneen Castilli, owner of property 10 Ellis Street, lot 65, plan 1047, seeking a special permit for an accessory dwelling in her home. Deneen? Okay, could you come to the podium, please?
Sorry.
Okay, and if you could just give us an idea of what you'd like to do.
Yep, so I'm here representing Deneen and her mother Marie. So her mother's an elderly woman. She would like to live in the property with her daughter. And so we're here kind of requesting a special permit approval for accessory dwelling unit. The unit's going to be, or planned to be, in the basement of the existing, within the existing footprint of the home. And we've made sure that we kind of meet all the general requirements for that. The major thing that we improved was the second means of egress. The first one goes from the front stairs to the outside from the front door, and the second one, existing right now, it goes through the mechanical room and then to the exterior, but we've kind of made a clear path from the general area to the exterior of the home. And the other improvement we did was in the bedroom, we've added a window well with an egressable window for that as well. We've added a kitchen and a bath. Well, there's an existing bath, we added a shower. And if there's any further questions or concerns, feel free to ask.
Okay, so the outside structure of the house, there's no real changes other than just that door on the side?
Correct.
Okay.
So
And-
the door, the stairs exist, it's just the access, now there's access directly to that exterior door, whereas before it was through like a mechanical room to the exterior door.
Okay, and the area that's going to be used for the accessory unit, do you have any idea what the square footage of that is going to be?
I do. I don't know exactly what the boundaries of that area are, but if we're taking the existing seating area, the hall, kitchen, bath, bedroom, and existing mechanical unit, mechanical room, you're at like 862 square feet, but I don't know if that, all of those rooms count.
Well, we only have to count mechanical.
Yeah.
And 900 is the limit, so they're okay.
Yeah, the limit is 900 square feet, but the mechanical room is the furnace for the entire dwelling.
Correct.
So that's really not counted either, so you're below the limit.
Yep.
Okay,
Do I see an affidavit, David, from the mother?
yeah, the affidavit's
From the
here.
mother?
Yeah, it's, I already did this one.
Yeah, but is that from, that's from Deneen, that's not from the tenant. Signed by the mother too?
I don't believe it's signed by the mother, no.
Right, so we're gonna have to get one,
The application,
Yeah.
it has her name on it,
we don't
And-
get it signed by the tenant?
Marie.
It's signed by the applicant with the name of the person that's moving.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. It's for her parent, and I believe she did say, somewhere's on here is your mother-in-law's name. Okay. Just for the record, what is her name?
It is Marie, let me get her last name.
How do you spell it?
I have a name of accessory dwelling resident, Marie T. Andriottola.
Yep.
Okay,
Andreottola.
okay, perfect. Okay, board members, any questions, comments?
I just need the gentleman's name.
Daniel Theodori.
Thank you.
Okay.
you know, we
I'm gonna
can
have
re-sign a registry.
two-car
release.
wide
We
parking
could
on the
have
side.
to
Yeah.
Okay,
just mention that. There's nothing in place now, but there
Yeah.
could be.
okay. Okay, questions, anyone? No?
Okay.
No?
I have no
Okay,
question.
one of the things that's a possibility is,
Did you have a question?
okay, when you do an accessory, you're supposed to update that every year, okay? And right now, there is no additional fee for that, but in the future, it's possible that the town may charge you a fee.
Okay.
And it could be $50, something like that, but it's not here now. But you do have to apply every year,
So every year.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Anyone in the audience who wishes to speak or be heard on the matter? Noting none. Going once, going twice. Last time? Okay. Okay.
Motion to close the hearing?
Motion closed. Second. Okay. Hearing is now closed. Ready for a motion?
I make a motion to accept the petition of Bill Andrio, owner of property at 21 Gill Street, lot number
Number two.
2, I'm sorry. On a petition of Dean Casilli, owner of property at 10 Ellis Street, lot number 65, plan number 1047, seeking a special permit for an accessory dwelling in her home on the grounds that it's no more detrimental to the neighborhood.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second?
Okay, motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Noting none, all those in favor, or call the roll, sorry.
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Norfolk?
Yes.
Mr. Rosetti?
Yes. Okay, Tom, you're sitting on this one, right?
I said, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, you're all set. Like I said, you have to wait 14 days.
Yep.
Check with our clerk, she'll tell you how to go from there. Okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Bob, you're sitting out on this one? You sit out on this one?
Gilway? Do you mind sitting out on Gilway?
You're sitting out on this one.
Okay. Gilway. Okay, on petition number 3, on the petition of Bill Andrio, owner of property 21 Gilway Street, lot 91, plan 1036, seeking a special permit to construct a second-story addition over the current garage and variances for a pre-existing 10.8 side yard setback where 20 is required, and a 27-foot front setback where 30 is required, and is currently at 29 feet. Okay, petitioner? Okay. Okay, could you give us your name, please?
Hi, my name is Fotis Andreo. Speaking on
Okay.
behalf of my father, Bill Andreo.
Okay,
Yeah, so,
Could you speak up?
sorry, yeah, speaking on behalf of my father, Bill Andreo. So we filed a petition for a special permit to construct a second-story addition above the garage within the footprint of the home already. As, like you said, variances for the around the property as well.
okay,
There should be a walkway within the interior of the home as well as on the exterior of the backyard, and a bathroom and a bedroom on the second floor.
House room in with this one kitchen?
now we're gonna get to, okay. Now, in the unit that you have, or that you're going to have, is there going to be a kitchen?
No.
Okay, no kitchen.
Just make sure we understand. Down the road, like a year
Yeah.
from now, they could apply, I don't think they usually
Yeah.
do, treat people with it. But they'll have to reapply after a year.
Yeah.
If they want to put an accessory unit,
Okay,
because the guidelines, you can't change the exterior of the property.
yeah,
Other for egress reasons.
okay.
We got it, right?
Yeah. Okay, so if in the future, you put a kitchen in, okay, then you have to reapply as an accessory unit.
Okay.
And the same applies that you have to do that every year.
Okay.
As of right now, where there's no kitchen, it's not considered an accessory unit.
Yep.
Okay? You do have the egress, you have the egress going out the back to the deck, and you have the egress coming in from the garage. So that takes care of that. On the front of the garage, the overhang that you're gonna have, that's why you need the variance, because you're increasing that. Right now, you have 29 feet from the street to the garage, but when you put that addition on, it's gonna overhang a couple of feet, so that changes it. And the side yard, you're too close to the side,
Okay.
okay? Okay, and there's no kitchen, so. Okay. Okay. Board members, anyone have any questions, comments? John?
What are you gonna use this for?
So yeah, so my father wants to have it for his kids when they come to visit, and his granddaughter as well, just to have more space for the kids to run around and have their own room.
Will be any bathroom facilities?
There is plans bathroom to be set up in the second.
There's no blueprint here.
I'm sorry?
There's no blueprint for what's supposed to be there.
I think there's an existing bathroom that's there.
No, there is no unit built above the garage.
No bathroom.
What's the addition gonna,
It's going to be a bedroom with an open floor plan as well, and a bathroom planned. Should be in the plans as well.
okay.
Okay. We'll give us this.
Yeah, no, I see.
Yeah. Okay, so you're adding a bathroom but no kitchen.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone else, questions?
So it's just gonna be straight up from the garage, there's nothing additional on the side?
No.
When I'm, on the plot plan, it shows it's 10.8 feet. When I measured to the, at least to the fence, it was larger than that, it's a little over 13 feet. I mean, there's more than enough room to get by for firemen or anything else, I think it's,
Okay, and in the rear, he is gonna have a deck off the back that will give access that way from the second floor. Okay. Any other questions, board members? Noting none. Is there anyone in the audience who wants to speak or be recorded, either in favor or in opposition? Going once, twice, last time. Okay, motion,
Motion to close the hearing?
thank you. Second?
Second,
Okay, motion to close made and seconded. Hearing is closed. Board members, looking for a motion?
make the motion to the variance first.
Yes, please.
On the petition of Bill Andrio, owner of property at 21 Gilway Street, lot number 91, plan number 1036, seeking a variance for a pre-existing 10.8-foot side yard setback where 20 feet is required. Make a motion to approve that with the condition that it's to remain a single-family home, and on the grounds that it's no more detrimental to the neighborhood.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion made and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Noting none, are you ready for the question? Stephanie, if you could call the roll?
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Rosetti?
Yes.
Mr. Travers?
yes.
Okay, motion passes.
Thank you.
5-0.
So
Again,
after the holiday, you call Stephanie.
Don't go
Get
yet.
you straight.
I'm sorry.
No special permit yet.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
On
Moving
the-
too fast for you.
On the petition of Bill Andrio, owner of property at 21 Gilway Street, lot number 91, plan number 1036, seeking a special permit to construct a second-story addition over the current garage. Make a motion to approve that special permit on the condition that it's to remain a single-family home, with the rationale that it's no more detrimental to the neighborhood.
Okay, do we have a second on that?
Second.
Okay. Okay, and on that, is there any further discussion? Noting none, again, Stephanie, the roll?
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Rosetti?
Yes.
Mr. Travers?
Yes.
Okay, now you're approved.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on.
Stephanie, you wanna say about this one?
Okay. Okay, on the petition of Enterprise Hilltop Realty Trust on behalf of GQ Chicken Saugus LLC, Dave's Hot Chicken, owner of property at 890 Broadway, Lot 13, Plan 1029, seeking a special permit for a sign package including 2 internally lit round signs, one 29.9 foot by 2 foot 8 inches, halo lit channel letter on backer panel and a pylon sign. Okay, someone representing,
Yes.
okay. Okay. First thing, generally what happens is people have to get permits before they put the signs up.
Well aware now.
Okay, you kind of jumped the gun.
Yes, it was a little bit of a weird situation, but with my sign company, so I'm just trying to clean things up at
There
the
was
moment.
miscommunication.
They didn't let me know that they didn't get it. So we were obviously opening in November. They didn't file for anything until middle of November, like a week prior, and we had the signage approved on our end back in July. So, you know, things got kind of lost in translation. Not sure how, but we got some guidance from the town in terms of how to proceed and clean it up, and now I'm here.
All right.
Okay. Of the signs that you have,
Yes.
the pylon shouldn't be a big deal. However, the sign on the south side, the one on the Kowloon side,
Okay. There you go.
okay?
If you can hear me, I think,
Yeah, I can hear you.
you have to have an entrance to have a sign on that side of the building.
Okay.
So on that, the side that's next to the Korean barbecue,
Yep.
do you have no entrance on that side?
There's 2. There's the one staircase and the ramp that goes up right
No,
to
you're on the other side. I'm
Face-
sorry, I'm talking the south side.
the side facing
When
Kowloon.
you look at the building with BT.
Yeah, there's 2 doors.
The Fuddrucker side.
Yeah, of course. There's
That's
2
where
doors
the
there.
crowd-
There's an entrance to the part of the lobby. There's a ramp and a staircase that goes up.
Okay, you're on the other side of the building, I'm sure.
No, there's actually a door there. There's 2 doors. There was an existing
When you
awning.
went out to look at, there was no,
Yeah,
there's no public entrance on that, on the side door that I'm talking.
I mean, there's the one to the lobby where there's a ramp.
You're in a,
Okay. That's the side that you're.
So there's a ramp there. It seemed like it was
yeah,
the
but I'm talking the other side.
south
You
side
wanna
facing.
step up for a second?
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm really talking about the right spot here.
I'm not talking about this side. I'm
Yeah,
talking
right
about-
here.
I'm talking about over here.
Oh, okay, so right around this corner, there's an entrance for someone to get up with a wheelchair. Like right around that corner, like directly on the other side of that corner. Right below the,
Right where like the bush is?
sorry. So you're talking, the south side sign with the sign on this side, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's an entrance right there with the ramp.
Yeah, did you see it, Peter? I didn't see it. Entrance.
Unless he means
me
this.
Yeah, where the ramp goes up and there's a door right there.
Is that the south side, the Kowloon side?
That should be, I'm gonna think here. Let me see if I have a picture
Okay.
as well. Because there's 2 doors, it looks like there used to be there was an awning back there too, with looks like an existing patio where they put walk-ins. And then in front of that, there's a ramp that goes up into a door to the elevated lobby. I can try to pull it up as
Okay.
well. So I can show you the door from the inside as well, I think, with some pictures here.
This right there.
Yeah, so there was 2 entrances. One on each side, but not on the front.
Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. There's a door right there?
Let me see if, yeah, let me just.
Is that a door?
So if you look at, so this is the inside, and the sign that we're looking at is on this wall right here. If you're inside, it's an elevated lobby.
Yep.
There's a door literally right there in the lobby.
Is that the door right there?
Yes, right in there.
So there is a door on that side.
Yep. And there's a second one, if you go down a little bit further, that goes into the side lobby, the side by the front counter in the bathroom hallway.
All right, so there is a door on that
Yes,
side.
there's
But
2.
it's really just used for handicapped.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's left open. It's the one way, because people can't, from the inside, you can't get to that top elevated section.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that particular sign is kind of hidden by the other buildings, so
Yep.
it doesn't do you a whole lot of good.
I would agree with that.
Okay. Okay, so the signs that you got the pylon sign,
Yes.
you got a sign on either side of the restaurant, and,
And then our main channel letter sign on the side that faces Route 1.
okay, so that's the,
So the one that says Dave's Hot Chicken and lettering across the front.
yeah,
All the signage should look good.
yeah. Okay, so that's the one on the front.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Okay. Okay,
In distance of the highway, the pylon,
I'm sorry.
distance from the highway, the pylon,
The pylon sign,
same footprint as was,
The exact same footprint as the Angelos. We just squared off the top piece said Angelos before. Now it's just a rectangle.
that's an existing sign,
Yep.
okay. And the town does have a rule that the signs have to be turned off 1 hour after closing.
Okay.
So you put them on a timer?
They're on a timer currently.
Okay. Okay, and colors on the sign are gonna be what's on the,
Exactly what's on the plan.
okay, so no change in colors. Okay.
we do need to mention about
Right.
the build, we don't raise fines. The building inspector department, they have the
Okay.
right, they can double your permit fees because
Okay.
you didn't file properly.
Okay.
So that's a possibility. Whether or not they will, I'll leave it up
You
to
said in the
them.
building department?
Yeah.
I'll talk to Michael about that. He's pretty open about things that need to get done over there. So he's been a
Well,
big help.
I know, I'm just saying, he has the right if he wants
Of course, yeah.
to double the fines,
Mm,
double the fees just because you put it up without permit.
makes sense.
Okay. Board members, questions, comments?
Clear.
No? Bob? No? John, Chris, Stephanie?
Make a motion to close the hearing.
Okay. Anyone wish to speak in favor? We'll all jump in the gun. Okay.
Sorry, sir, your name.
Oh, it's Al Graziano. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. Okay. Anyone wish to speak? Once, twice, 3 times, no one wants to speak. Okay?
Make a motion to close the hearing.
Motion to close. Second?
Second.
Seconded? Okay. Any further, now, motion to approve special permit.
Sure.
Okay. John?
Motion to approve permit on the petition of the Enterprise Hilltop Realty on behalf of GQ Chicken Saugus LLC, Dave's Hot Chicken, owner of property at 890 Broadway, lot number 13, plan number 1029. Seeking a special permit for a sign package including 2 internally lit round signs, one 23.9 feet by 2.8 feet, halo-lit channel letters on backer panel, and a piling sign. On the grounds that is no more detrimental to anybody.
Okay. The pylon is an existing structure.
Okay?
Okay. Okay. Motion made. Do we have a second?
The second it.
Second. Okay. Is there any discussion? Noting none. Stephanie?
Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Norfolk?
Yes.
Mr. Rosetti?
Yes.
Mr. Travers?
Yes,
Okay. You are all set. You have to wait 14 days.
Got it.
Okay. I'm sure the building inspector will be speaking with you, and good luck. When are you anticipating operation?
We've been open since November 20th.
Okay.
So tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great holiday.
Thank you. Okay.
Chris, you
Moving,
wanna sit out this?
Chris?
Yep.
You're out, okay. Okay, petition number 5, on the petition of Jeffrey Barbarossa and Jessica Amato, owners of property 28 DeSoto Street, lot 657, plan 1031, seeking a special permit to replace an existing porch with a 24.5 by 7.08 inch addition with front stairs and a variance for a 5.7 side yard setback that is currently 5.9 and a pre-existing 14.6 side yard setback where 15 is required, and a 5.7 front yard setback where 20 is required, and is currently 4.7. Okay, petitioner, could
Good
you give
evening,
us
sir.
your name, please?
Jeff Barboza.
Okay, so Jeff, you were here before,
Yes, sir.
and you got permission, that was for the addition in the back?
In the rear, yes, sir.
Okay, and you decided now to do an addition on the front?
Well, to be candid, she decided. But
Okay.
nonetheless,
Now you're stuck,
yeah.
okay?
Nonetheless, we will be also, in addition, the enclosed porch has no footings. So in order to, we're going to knock it down and rebuild it regardless. So we would like to make the front porch the same size as the pre-existing home.
Square it off.
Square it off, correct. We won't be going further into the street. We are seeking a variance for the stairs. We have some larger family members, and those stairs are kind of narrow, so we would go a little wider, but not closer to the street.
Okay, so the front stairs, instead of being narrow, are you making them wider, are you putting handrails on them?
So, yes, sir.
Okay, and, okay. Okay, and no change in height or anything like that?
No, all the elevations,
Okay.
will all stay the same.
Okay. Board members, questions, comments?
Only comment I'd add is I guess on paper, it's practically speaking shorter than it really is to the street. I measured it's about 14.5 feet. I guess that'll shrink to about 13 feet-ish. So it's flat, it's unobstructed. I think it looks fine to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I had Dwyer down the street to do
Yeah.
the surveying. I have no idea of the.
Well, I'm just saying, I know that, part of what's actually the street is grass today.
Oh,
It's about
I'm tracking.
6
I'm
feet
tracking.
there.
Copy that. I get
That
it.
is
I get it.
technically the street.
Yes, sir.
I don't see that ever getting wider.
Yeah. Sometimes lot lines can be lost on the street.
Yeah. If you guys want to give it to me, I'll take it.
Okay. Any other board member questions, comments? No. No? Okay. Anyone in the audience wish to make comments? Okay, come to the podium. Just step aside, please.
Excuse me for all the hair I have on me, I have a Maine Coon cat.
Okay, if you could give us your name and address, please.
Okay. My name is Wayne Whitaker. I live at 28 DeSoto Street. I want to say good evening to all you people.
I'm sorry?
I live at 29 DeSoto Street.
Okay.
I want to say hello to all you ladies and gentlemen. I've lived in Saugus for 43 years. I'm here to oppose this addition at 28 DeSoto Street. Over a year ago, Mr. Barboza and Jessica Romano graciously, I must say, were granted an addition and a deck on the back of this house while some of the addition was still in construction. A year later, they are now asking for a larger addition in the front that is now already illegal. I ask you, why make something non-conforming to more non-conforming? I believe the footprint of this existing house is more than a percentage legal in the town bylaws. You board members, all our members, have all the numbers in front of you. I'm sure you have all seen the house. And I know that all you people live in Saugus, and you're residents like me. See the width of the street, the height of the house, the sight line from both DeSoto Street and Magnolia Street. I'm sure you have all seen signs. Drive like your children live here. I ask you now to do the right thing. Decide as if you lived here. I want to thank you for your time and thank you for letting me speak. Thank you very much.
Okay, anyone else who wishes to speak? Sir, come to the podium. Give your name and address, please.
John Resigno, 55 Magnolia Street. I live around the corner there, and I'm just curious how high he's gonna be in the setback coming down from DeSoto Street. The obstruction coming from DeSoto, from Magnolia. It's bad enough now, with the stop signs, don't even stops there. Now with that obstruction there, it's gonna even be being worse with small kids riding there with their bikes and everything. And is the porch gonna be the length of the house that is now?
The,
It's a negative.
yeah, the
not?
porch is
Sir.
pre-existing, correct?
Correct, everything's pretty, yeah.
And how long is it gonna take? Because he's been working on the house for almost 2 years. I mean, that's another thing too, it's an eyesore too.
Yeah.
I mean, the siding there, I'm a contractor, and, you know, the siding is taking forever. I know this part, you can't get material, but siding, you can get material. And they've been working on Sundays, someone's been working there on Sundays, you know, I don't mind Saturday, Sunday mornings I walked by there a couple weeks ago, people were out there working.
Okay,
You know, I was just wondering if that's gonna be like the same problem?
okay.
Is that gonna be the same problem?
No, no, sure, you've been
Okay.
working there, I'm the only one there that comes on a Sunday, I go on my days off there, you know, my
Yeah.
schedule rotates.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't the only one there. Listen.
Okay, okay. Direct your comments to the board. Okay, just sit down. Do you want to respond to that?
Yes, sir. In regards to the eyesore and the siding, I decided not to purchase the siding until this was either A, approved or not approved. I didn't want to wrap the house, and then if we did square it off, you know, I want it to be all even and sequential. So that was the reason and the logic for that. If this does get approved, the siding has already been ordered as a special order. It'll be done within the first 2 weeks of January. And then in terms of the obstruction to the stop signs and the children playing, as I stated, we're just gonna be squaring it off. We're not going further than the footprint of the home. It won't be more detrimental to the neighborhood by any means. In terms of the height, it's gonna be the same exact height as the current structure. Like I stated earlier, there are no footings to the porch, so regardless, for the safety reasons, and we gotta knock it down regardless and build it back up, so that's where I
Okay,
stand on it.
so the porch itself, the addition on that is, what, a foot on either side or something?
If that.
Okay. And the porch is existing, so what's happening is the front stairs are going from being like a single step to a double, correct?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Peter, I'd like to invite this gentleman up for a second. I just want to show you. I just want you to see. I want you to see what he's doing on the plot plan. He's squaring it out here,
Right, and I'm just saying,
and then he's putting the steps in.
right.
I just wanted to see that he's not going
So
further
where's
towards the
Magnolia
street.
Street, right here?
Yes.
So when you're coming down here and here, this is gonna be all obstructed. Right now, it's set back, it's all right, but now you're coming down here, you know.
Well, he's only squaring it off without this. That small
He's going
amount.
up to the street, 20 feet, you see.
No, there's steps going onto the street.
Yeah.
But there's not an overhang on that.
Right, so the steps, so
Okay.
eventually there won't be no sidewalks there then?
No.
Because what about they decide to put sidewalks there?
Okay. This, what's happening is there's existing stairs there. Sorry. See, there's existing stairs?
Right.
What's gonna happen is those stairs are gonna be a little wider.
So they're not gonna go further out to the street?
No,
No.
But what about, you don't need a
And
20-foot
when the
setback?
gentleman applied last year, he wanted to take the side to go right out, zero lot line on Magnolia Street.
Yeah.
And he got turned down on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
We
missed it.
protected you on that.
All right.
okay, so what he's doing is he's just making those stairs a little wider.
Squaring them off and making.
Yeah.
And enclosing all this.
No, that's already enclosed, that's the porch.
Yeah, so you're gonna knock it down and put the footings in.
He's gonna knock it down and put it back, but it's
be
gonna
the
be
same size,
same size.
and the stairs will be the same.
The stairs will be a little wider.
All right.
See, these are the stairs now,
Yeah,
and they're just making them wider. Okay, but they're the same distance from the street. Okay? Okay. Okay, anyone else wish to speak or be recorded? Sir? Okay. Give us your name and address, please.
Ron Wallace, I live at 54 Magnolia Street, I live about 4 houses away.
Yep.
Obviously, it's at a 4-way stop. Previous speaker already said it, but I'm a contractor too. I have never seen a job go so slow in my life. I can't even imagine them demoing something and building a new addition. It's gonna take them 10 years if it goes at the rate they are now. Like the outside looks the same as it did a year ago.
Yeah.
There has to be some sort of, with the town, there has to be like some sort of reasonable time limit. The whole neighborhood's gonna be listening to that for 2-3 years straight, you know what I mean?
Okay. I think he already addressed that, but,
Yeah, I mean, all the neighbors, I'm sure, will agree with me.
okay,
He lives directly across from it, so he's gonna get it the worst.
okay, okay.
Thank you.
Do you want to address that?
As I stated previously, I decided not to touch the siding due to attempting to square off the front of the house. If it does get approved, we're going to turn around and get that all shingled up right away. There's not really much else I can.
Okay, so you're anticipating that this will be completed within a timely manner?
Absolutely. I mean, given this process, we
When do you
applied.
think the job's gonna be done?
Huh?
You think they're gonna have a nice, quiet summer?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, okay, and you do understand that you're not supposed to do any construction on Sundays, and,
Yeah, I don't. Yes, sir.
yeah. Okay, is there anyone else who wishes to speak? Okay, okay, just step aside, please.
So, yes, sir.
Corinne Versignol, I'm also from 55 Magnolia.
Okay.
I'm just concerned, like, it's very tight in that neighborhood right now. And you even said that the grass goes into the street.
Yep.
So if there's vehicles parked while they're doing construction and a fire truck goes to go down there, it's not happening. The sidewalk is already taken. We have kids that walk the neighborhood constantly. It's not them buying the house and doing this. It's the progression of adding on too close to a street. It's too much. It's way too tight. It's a tight neighborhood now.
Yep,
You add that and it's going to be a lot of issues. It's already bad. Nobody stops at that stop sign, by the way. But it's not so much just a stop sign. It's a huge walking neighborhood. There's no place to go as it is. And I'll never forget it. We had a neighbor pass away shortly, and the fire truck barely made it down there to him. It's horrible.
okay,
So you're going to have vehicles parked there doing the construction. We have to figure out what we're going to do with that too. And there's going to be dumpsters and all that. We've already lived through that once.
okay. Okay, as far as parking construction vehicles,
Yeah, so I have a driveway. Dumpsters always placed in the driveway, and when there are construction vehicles that park in the driveway, there has been times when the vehicle has been parked directly in front of the house on the property line. If that is an issue, I can make sure that vehicles only park in the driveway. I'm in public safety. There's more than adequate space for fire trucks and emergency vehicles to operate in that neighborhood from that perspective. But I will make a conscious effort to make sure all vehicles are in the driveway.
okay, it goes a long way to being a good neighbor,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Wasn't there a stop sign added there? Is that new, that stop sign?
No, it's been there.
It's been there? Do you think,
There was a
Mr.
tree blocking it, but the tree's been
Do you
cut
think we
down,
need
so-
somebody from the town to take a look at that intersection for safety purposes?
Yeah, I know the police chief has looked at it.
So
There's
three
people,
corners have gone down there?
like my neighbor said, people were blowing right through it. So the police chief did look into it. I'm not sure, but there was a tree kind of covering it, and that was trimmed down, so you can see the stop sign.
All right.
When I was there today, someone went right through the
Oh,
stop
yeah,
sign.
constantly,
Yeah, but that's nothing,
yes,
not something he can
not
control.
his fault.
Okay. Okay, is there anyone else who wishes to make any comments? Going once? Going twice?
Could I possibly ask one more question?
Sure, yeah.
The addition that's going on this, half of that that's in there right now is more like a mudroom. Is this also gonna be a living space coming out that far?
My understanding is what's there now is going to come down and going to be replaced with something similar.
So
Okay.
it won't be like a mudroom and then this small addition, or it's gonna be just
You're talking the front of
living
the house?
area? Yeah, it's gonna be, can come out to as far as a living area. With heat and whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what qualifies as living area, but it would be a part of the actual house.
Okay. And what is it now?
That would be dining room,
Okay. So is it living space now?
like a bedroom.
The area that's the porch now, or the front?
Half of it is the dining room, the other half is enclosed, yeah, like a mudroom.
It's
Okay.
gonna stay like that?
It's all gonna be a part of the house. You walk right into the
Yeah,
house.
it's already part of the house. It just, basically, it's gonna stay the same. It's part of the house now. If you look at the, well, you live in the neighborhood, so you know what it looks like.
Yeah,
Okay, but it's enclosed, it's all part of the house.
yeah, it's all two bedrooms and everything.
Yeah. Okay,
More like
No, ma'am.
my jacket and, well, when I saw it.
yeah. Okay, there anyone else who wishes to speak? Going once? Going twice? Okay. Motion?
Motion to close the hearing?
Second?
Okay, motion made and seconded to close the hearing. Do we have a motion concerning the petition?
Yes,
Stephanie?
on the petition of Jeffrey Barboza and Jessica Amato, owners of the property at 28 DeSoto Street, lot number 657, plan number 1031, seeking a special permit to replace an existing porch with a 24.5 foot by 7.08 foot addition with front steps.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Motion to grant the special permit on the grounds that it is no more detrimental, would not be more substantially detrimental to the neighborhood than the pre-existing non-conforming.
I'd like to put in conditions to remain a single family, which is, I think, pretty standard.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, Peter, should we have something in there regarding, as construction goes on, all construction vehicles, to not to say street to be parked off street?
To be parked on property?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so construction vehicles would have to be parked on your property.
Yeah, I have no problem with that, but just logistically, the reality, let's say I have the gutter guy, the roofing guy, how do I don't have so much space. If the vehicle needs to park on the sidewalk, then,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay, try to accommodate the neighbors.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. You've heard Stephanie's motion on the
Second the
special
motion.
permit, seconded. Okay, any discussion?
I'm just gonna ask, is Mr. Riley sitting this out?
Mr. Riley's sitting out. Okay, did we have a second on the motion?
I did.
Second, okay, call the roll, please.
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Norfolk?
Yes.
Mr. Rosetti?
Yes.
Mr. Travers?
Yes.
Okay, so the special permit is granted. Stephanie on the variance?
Variance for a 5.7 foot side yard setback that is currently 5.9 feet in a pre-existing 14.6 foot side yard setback where 15 feet is required, and a 5.7 foot front yard setback where 20 feet is required, and is currently 4.7 feet. Move to grant the variance based on the shape, soil, topography of the land, the position of the house on the lot.
Okay.
Seconded?
We have a second by John. Okay, and you're gonna add the condition, single family?
Next, remain a single family house.
Okay, remain a single family.
Yeah, there's no plans on changing.
sorry?
There's no plans on changing some alter.
That's a standard.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Is there any further discussion on the motion? Noting none, are you ready for it? Please call the roll.
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Norfolk?
Yes.
Mr. Rosetti?
Yes.
Mr. Travers?
Yes.
Okay. Permits are granted. Again, you have to wait 14 days you see Stephanie, then she will instruct you on how to go from there.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And it's a good thing, work with your neighbors as best
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Moving on. Okay. 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 We'll give it a minute for the room to clear. Okay.
John will sit down.
Okay. 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 Gentlemen? Gentlemen? If you could just step out in the hall, please.
I apologize, sir.
Okay, petition number 6. On the petition of Sioux City on behalf of Burger King, owners of property at 720 Broadway, Lot 36, Plan 1028, seeking a special permit for the installation of an internally lit 20 by 6 pylon sign and 2 5 by 2 directional signs and 4 pole banners. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the record, Attorney Christopher Alphen, Blattman, Bobrowski, Haverty, and Silverstein for Saugus Residential. Is sort of a application before you for the special permit. And to be clear, just to make sure you're looking at the right plans, this is the Burger King application. I think we're on the agenda again for an instantial change. So just for clarification, we're looking at the Burger King property. With me is Jason and Mark, who can speak on Burger King, but I'm here for Saugus Residential. If I can approach the bench, I just have a short memorandum to pass out. Just to clear the record.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you had copies for everyone.
Yeah, it's like I've done this before.
Okay.
So, Mr. Chairman, we are just seeking a special permit for some standalone signs on the property. Under Section 742D, the board can issue a special permit for standalone signs if they find that it's in the harmony with the general purpose and intent of the sign bylaw, and it meets certain requirements, and those requirements are set forth in the section. We meet all the requirements except for that 50 square feet in area. The plans that you have show signs that are 54 square feet. So I'll leave it to the board's discretion, but we are totally okay taking a condition to limit the signs to 50 square feet if the board so chooses. That's not an issue, because if you look at the larger sign with the 3 signs, and I'll have Jason go through the plans with you, that won't be an issue of making that a little bit smaller. So with that, I'll hand it over to the guys who can go over the sign plans.
I do have a couple of comments, and I hope people can hear me. One of the things straight out, I said, just want to make sure I have where the signs are located.
Yeah.
In Saugus, we don't allow signs with movement. We're here to work with you, though, okay? The bylaw basic, and I went over this with the building, we don't allow banners, anything like that. We allow them on a temporary basis, but I feel like you want them on a permanent basis. So I'm just concerned with the location of those.
Okay. All right, so, for this application, we're talking about the freestanding pylon sign for Burger King.
Okay.
Two small directional signs for Burger King, and then
Okay.
there's 4 vertical flutter signs, which are mounted to light poles.
And the flutter signs are advertising Burger King?
No, those are for the, for Atwood apartment homes.
Okay, but they're on Burger King
Right.
property.
So I can speak to the design, right.
That's what's different for us. We're allowing signs.
Technically, I'm Mark Jake with.
Oh, thank you.
Toll Brothers,
We need help.
Okay.
For the record, technically the signage that Jason's speaking of is not owned by Burger King, it's owned by the Giuffrida parcel,
Okay.
Sioux City.
Okay,
Yeah.
So they own that frontage.
All right.
And we have an easement for our
so there is
utilities,
an
the
easement in
roadway.
place. So I'm covered, we're covered by the easement.
Right, so that's where we want to put the shared pylon sign that would have
Okay.
the Gina Giuffrida parcel up top, the Burger King sign logo in the middle, and then the Atwood apartment homes on the lower.
Yeah, and I'm all for getting it, I just wanna make sure it's signed,
Right,
we're handling it right.
right, and then from there, from the Saugus Ridge perspective, we have what we call flutter signs that attach to the light poles that only occur once you clear the Burger King property. So, you know, if you're familiar with that property,
so
you take that second left.
We
into
could
Burger
put
King.
something in saying the flutter signs would be at least, have to be at least 50 feet off of Route 1.
Yes, they'll be well in excess.
Yeah, and that was-
We showed that on the site plan exactly where.
Okay, so we'll have to put something like that, and whether that footage is. And that made the building inspector happy too. Because he was thinking, he didn't want to set a precedent for allowing,
So they're going here.
but they'll be well off that way.
Well,
Okay, great.
Okay, so back to, the pylon sign is gonna go, on this plan down here.
Yes.
Okay? And it's gonna, there's an easement there that, you have that's been granted that allows you access through the property. And this area here is also gonna be developed at some point? That's the Giuffrida property
So this is,
in between?
So, yeah, so as you're driving up, this is the shared pylon sign.
Okay,
This would be
easement.
the first Burger King sign that you would see.
okay,
That would be the second Burger King sign.
okay,
And then these indicate light poles, so this is where the flutter signs would start.
okay.
And then, we have a better plan of this, but at some point, this is the Sioux City parcel, this is all Sioux City land. Somewhere right around here is where it transitions into Saugus Ridge
Okay.
land.
So back here, so this is gonna be something at some point.
Yes, Sioux City will develop that with something in the future, we don't know what,
Okay, but
obviously.
you have a permanent easement here.
Right, correct.
Okay. Okay. So, on the first portion, which is the part down here, okay, there's gonna be how many signs there?
There's the freestanding pylon sign for Burger King and the three tenants basically. And then there's two small directional signs for Burger King, just so that people are directed to the Burger King entrance.
Okay. And that's the Burger King entrance in this area?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And this is the pylon,
Correct, yeah.
and what do these are the Burger King signs?
Correct, yep.
These two?
Correct. Yep, and I'd like to point out that, you know, these signs are subtly illuminated. On the plan, it shows a night view, so really only the lettering and the logos illuminate, even though it's backlit. And the same with the directional signs, it's a routed face, so only the lettering and the arrow illuminates.
Okay. 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 There's no McDonald's signs or anything like that, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's the first petition. Well, that's the petition. Okay, board members, do you understand what's going on?
I've actually been working on this for like 3 weeks with Stephanie and our attorney, so I'm very familiar with it.
Okay, so,
And our council has looked at everything, he's happy with
so
where we're at.
pylon here, the directionals here and here, these two, directing
Yeah.
people into here.
Right, and it needs,
So there's a total of 3 signs,
okay.
okay, is that correct? 3 signs?
3 signs and
And
pylons.
then, and then the 4 flutter signs.
Flutter.
mounted
Well,
to the-
they're on the other section.
So this is a little, these red dots, so that's
Yeah.
the shared pylon sign.
Yeah.
That's a Burger King only sign. That's the second Burger King only sign.
Okay.
And then, once you get up into here, you've now cleared Burger King entrance. So once these light poles here,
That's where the flutters.
that's where the flutters would start. And then this is the property line, right? So then these yellow dots that occur on ours is kind of the separate transaction.
This is something with the Burger King issue. When I drove up there yesterday, I think these are gonna be, some people are gonna miss Burger King. They're gonna miss that, they're gonna be, but they wanna go to Burger King, but they're already buying.
We don't want people missing Burger King.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
If you go up there.
Right. I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
Because now the entrance, it changed. You used to go in off the highway, now you go up the access.
The Burger King.
Exactly,
That will
right.
tell you.
It's gonna take people getting used to that. They're gonna be, the entrance is back there.
Okay, yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Hopefully these signs will help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's,
should.
Okay, now, the flutter signs, or feather flutter,
So those right
that's
there.
what these are gonna be?
Yes.
Okay, and these are gonna be going up past Burger King on that stretch?
yeah, they're on their the campus of Atwood, so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still technically on that easement strip, I like to call it, because you're
Yeah.
not quite at the site plan,
Okay.
and that's why it's a part of this special permit application, and that's what that is in the back, yeah.
Okay. These are attached to it, do they have like a wind rating?
Yes.
The other day, we had winds in this area that were pretty strong. The last thing we need is something like this to go sailing onto Route 1. What are they rated for?
I don't know if we have that information yet, but if you want to put that as a condition,
Okay.
that'd be
Yeah,
fine. I know that they're using a modern bracket that is very strong.
Okay. Okay, I mean, it would have to travel quite a distance to get to Route 1, but in the event it ever did, you know, it could be a potential disaster. So, obviously, we want to make sure that they're going to be secured in a manner that's, okay. And these, what are the colors?
It's kind of like a dark green color with a white lettering.
Okay, so it's not shocking pink or,
No,
you know, anything?
very subtle, very tasteful.
Okay, and it is, they're on a light pole, so the light shines on these?
Yeah, I guess the light would have an ambient lighting effect on
Okay,
it.
but they're not internally lit,
No.
they're not fluorescent or anything like
No.
that? Okay. Okay, is this what they would actually say?
Yes.
The font for Atwood may change by minor. This is 4 different versions that we're looking at. So we would just ask that the permit don't condition it to that.
So the
Makes
ridge
sense.
is gone, now it's Atwood.
It's Atwood now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's on both sides?
Yes, those are double-sided,
Okay.
flutter sign, yes.
Do you need it on the side facing Atwood or facing the ridge? You know, if people are leaving there, do they need to know where they've been?
Yes, that's,
You know,
I think it looks
we have
nicer
marketing
with the
people who
letters.
make these decisions, and they
okay.
say,
Okay, you know. All right, so, board members are just caution that we want to do something to make sure the signs are secured in place, that they have some resistance to the wind, and that they be as understated as possible.
Just towards that point,
Yeah.
just looking at the brackets you have here, it looks as though it could be pulled right off. It could take some force. I mean, can we have some bracket that has some additional security there?
Yeah, well, I mean, we can definitely make sure. I believe the way these brackets work, there is like a stopper on the end, so that it can't slide off. But we could definitely have that notated on the plan, so that you're not worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, just something,
Yeah,
maybe we can note it, maybe there's no single point of failure here.
Sure.
Where it comes off.
sure.
Okay. I have a flag out in front of my house for Christmas, and it's on a pole, and with the wind the other day, it was pulling it off the flagpole.
Sure.
So if it could be something
Yeah,
to secure
I
it
know
just in
that
case.
the banners had the floater signs, they have they have a grommet, and so on the inside, and that is tied to the bracket. But like I said, we can make sure that's addressed on the end as well.
Are these far enough back from the roadway so that if a moving truck comes up, it's not gonna take them out?
Yes.
Okay, and the dimensions on these, they're 18 inches? Okay. Okay, so they're far enough back, they're not likely to be caught. Okay.
And one more point, the sign that has the 3 tenants or the 3 businesses, one is not named.
Yeah.
So if you could be so kind to make sure the decision doesn't require us to come back here once we name the 3rd tenant. I don't know if
I don't think we would.
I don't think we can do that, to be honest
I
with
mean,
you.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's up to the board. It's
Yeah.
up to the board. I don't
Tenants
know.
move in and out of street shopping centers all the time. They don't come back to us.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, if that's the customary, the way it works, then that's fine, okay.
The building inspector, Mary, it depends on what they put in.
Yeah,
If they put something with flashing lights, for example,
Sure,
you
okay.
will be back before us.
Understood. Yeah, and that would make sense, yeah.
You know, or if it's shocking pink or something, or
Yeah, just the
red
pink
lights.
Okay. Very good, thank you.
Okay. Board members, questions, comments? Anyone?
No?
I got a question here. This looks like it has springs or something?
Yeah, I believe
A lightning arrestor?
that's actually to help with whenever there is high
So
wind.
when the wind blows it,
Yeah.
it'll bend a little
Right,
bit?
and I know just from my own experience installing stuff like this is the banner sizes are designed so that you have to really pull down to slide them on. So there's actually a lot of friction, just from the spacing vertically, that keeps them very tight on those poles. But like I said, we can make sure that there's a second point of failure on that as well.
These are just to alleviate the board concern, these are typical flutter signs that we've used on other properties that have met these type of same conditions and that sort of thing, so this is a vendor we've used in the past, it's issued us this type of special sign.
All right.
I mean, obviously, it's in our best interest for these signs to stay up and not get damaged as well, so.
Yeah, we're not worried about the signs getting damaged. We're worried that it's gonna bunch of Route 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we need the second, at least that's the spring trail.
Sure.
Okay.
And I'd suggest we go a lot more than 50 feet. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, these look like ballpark, they're probably at least 200 feet off of the road.
Yeah.
Whatever it
So
is.
maybe we do a precedent of
Yeah.
not 50 feet.
Okay. The signs themselves, do you have some kind of a maintenance program that if something tears or gets faded, they're gonna be replaced on a regular basis, anything like that?
Absolutely.
Okay, and who is it that's responsible for that? It's obviously not Sioux City.
No, that would be Saugus Ridge Residential, the
Okay.
the managing company.
Okay, so it wouldn't be Atwood.
Atwood is our marketing name, Saugus
Yeah.
Ridge is our legal name, so.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Questions? Good.
No, no
Bob?
question.
No? Stephanie?
Nope.
No? John?
Motion to
Okay.
close the hearing?
Okay, well, anyone wish to speak? Going once, twice, 3 times, no one speaking. Okay, now motion.
Just quick question, just to be sure, this first one is, what is it? First one with the special permit for the, not for the flutter signs, that's the,
For the pylon
That's
and the
number-
2 directional Burger King signs. Okay,
Well, no,
The
but
4 pole banners on
It
the
is a
fire
little
sign.
confusing because there's a total of 9 flutter signs. 5 of them happen on the Saugus Ridge property. 3 of them happen on the Sioux City property. So that's why you see the flutter signs on both applications.
I could probably make an argument that it could just be on one application, which is the insubstantial change, but I thought the record would be clearer to, on that piece of property, all go for the special permit. So that's 4 pylon signs that we're applying for the special permit, and not part of the next application.
Okay. But the flutter signs themselves, are they only on the upper section, or are there flutters down here?
Just on the upper section, when you get closer to the apartments.
Okay.
And those are shown, I mean, there is a site plan that shows exactly where we're proposing them to be.
Okay, this shows 4 dots.
Yeah.
Those are where the flutter,
Is that
these
right?
things,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so down here, you have the pylon
Yeah.
over here, or excuse me, here, and you have the 2 Burger King signs here and here.
Yes.
Okay. So you mentioned there were 7. Where are the
No,
other
there's
3?
So there's 9. There's 9 flutter signs, so
As you're coming up, here's your pylon sign
Yep.
on Route 1. There's a Burger King sign.
Yep.
There's a Burger King sign.
Okay,
And then, it's hard to see, but these light poles, highlighted here, I apologize, my eyesight isn't all that great, but I think that's a light pole. So it's 1,
okay, so it's not these dots,
yeah, it should be those dots.
but there's only 4 of those.
Yeah, so there's 4 of those that occur on Sioux City's property.
Okay.
And then, once you, see, here's the property line.
You're on top of the microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Sorry
So,
about that.
then you cross, that's, all this is Sioux City property.
Okay.
Then you cross into Saugus residential property, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Okay,
flutter signs that are on Saugus Ridge property, for a total of 9.
Okay,
But for the purpose of this application, it's just the 4.
the 4 there on Tuesday.
yeah, okay. So,
I'm sorry about
board
that.
members, do everyone understand?
Yeah.
This straightaway, okay, is Sioux City property. Okay, they have an easement over this. There's 4 flutter signs, these things, the pole things, going attached to light poles there. And then when you get off this, up here closer to where the building is,
Okay.
there's more light poles, and there's gonna be 5 more
5 of those?
of those further up.
Oh, way up.
But that's not in front of us today, though.
That's not in front of you right this moment, yeah.
But that's,
There will be
that's part of it, because they're bringing in 2 different petitions, okay? Okay, which are kind of the same. Okay, so, we're back to the original petition that's before us, which is the part for the pylon, the 2 directionals, and the 4 Sioux City flutter signs. Okay, everyone got that?
Yep.
Okay, so, did we make the motion to close?
I did not.
Okay.
I had made a motion, and Chris, we need another motion.
Okay, so we need a motion to close.
Motion to close.
Okay,
Second.
second, made and seconded. Okay, now we need a motion, since we've closed the hearing on the pylon, the 2 directionals, and the 4 flutters that's before us at the moment,
I'll read it.
okay?
On the petition of Sioux City on behalf of Burger King, owners of property at 720 Broadway, lot number 36, plan 1028, seeking a special permit for the installation of an internally lit 20-foot by 6-foot pylon signs and 2 5-foot by 2-foot directional signs and full banners.
The other 5 that are going on. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, you
ahead.
made the motion.
You want me to read it again?
No,
No, I think we're good.
Can I add conditions on that?
Conditions, yeah.
Yep.
That there are greater than or equal to 2 points of failure for each of the brackets of the flutter signs, and that no flutter sign is within any less than 200 feet from Route 1.
Greater than 200 feet. And, I'm sorry, the part about failure?
The 200 feet is
At least
enough?
2 points of
They come
failure
on
on
the
each.
top.
It's 200 feet, you better read it clear.
I mean, if it's 175, we'll work with you. That's why we're asking you
Yeah, how
now.
far away
Yeah, I
is
think
that?
it's okay.
What, 200?
Just don't want.
Let them come up with the number.
I mean, we'd be more comfortable with 150. I think we'll be safer.
I'm still comfortable with 150, are you, Chris?
Yeah, 150, okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
so 150. Okay, and you understand about the 2 points of failure so that the signs aren't gonna blow off? Okay. Okay, now, before we vote on that, I just want to be clear as far as the remaining 5 flutter signs that are going to be further up, because those are going to be on actual Saugus Ridge.
So, yeah, so I think the proper way to do that is to vote on this, and that's a separate matter.
Okay, so that'll be a separate petition, but that wasn't advertised.
Would that be an insubstantial change?
That's an insubstantial, that's not a
Right.
public hearing, that's a different
Okay.
process, because
Right,
it's
a
40
different
feet.
process.
Okay, okay. All right, so we have a motion before us with the 2 conditions. And again, the town has a rule that after closing, signs go off. Okay, so the Burger King signs.
Is Burger King 24 hours?
I don't think it's 24 hours.
No, McDonald's is.
Is McDonald's 24? Does anyone know?
I don't think so.
I don't think Burger King.
I don't-
If that's the case, it can stay on.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
don't believe
that
it's
makes
24 hours. The rule is an hour after
1 hour after
close.
close, right. They
It's
never
supposed to
close
be
and
turned
never go
off. Okay? So if you can put a timer on it,
McDonald's is 24
Oh,
hours.
yeah, well,
okay? Okay, so, that, okay, okay. Do we need a second? Yes, okay. Second on Bob's motion?
Second?
Okay, we got a second. Okay, so we're voting on, just so, to be clear, the pylon, the 2 directionals, and 4 flutters,
Right.
okay? And the condition is, flutters will not be within 150 feet of the highway, and they will be secured sufficiently to the pole so that there will be at least 2 points of failure before they blow away. Okay, everyone understand?
Got it.
Okay, Stephanie, if you could call the roll.
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Ryan?
Yes.
Mr. Norman?
Yes.
Rosetti?
Yes.
Mr. Travers?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I think we are done with that, okay? Now, don't leave because you're number 8 on the agenda, we have number 7 first.
And thank you for being patient.
Yes,
Should have taken you out of water.
okay, sorry about that.
You're waiting.
Okay. All right, number 7, on the petition of Gilson and Zella?
Celia.
Zelia Barboso, owners of property 16 Athens Drive, lot 206, plan 1036, seeking a special permit for an accessory dwelling in their home for their daughter. I'm gonna sit out this one? Okay, okay. Tom is stepping down on this one. You okay? Okay. Okay, if you could just give us an idea of what you want to do.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah. Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Gilson Barbosa.
Yep.
We're here today seeking special permission to, add a kitchen to our house
Yep.
for our daughter. At this moment, she's having a hard time to afford rent, so she's gonna just be with us. It's just a
Okay.
kitchen, everything's there, so nothing's changed to, footprint of the house. And
Okay.
In the document says basement, but it's a street level entrance, so, you know.
Okay, so what you're doing is you're adding in what was the office area a kitchen?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, the bedroom staying the same, living room staying the same. The bathroom is existing, so all you're doing is adding the kitchen.
And there is a laundry also, on,
Okay,
you know, that doesn't really
incidental.
matter, right? Yeah.
Okay, and you're not changing the outside of the house?
No.
Everything is staying the same there?
Everything's staying the same,
You're
yeah.
not adding or subtracting anything? Okay, and there is a slider out of the back?
That's right.
And the front door, the same front door?
Same thing, nothing's changed.
Okay, and we have this signed permit that, it's, your daughter, and, I'm sorry, what's your daughter's name?
Kathleen Barbosa,
Kathleen with a K or a C?
K,
K.
Kathlenen.
Okay, okay, and the same last name, Barbosa?
Barbosa, yeah.
Okay. Okay, and this, you have to renew every year?
Okay.
So when next year, you should do one of these. In the future, they may charge you for it, just so that you know.
Okay.
Okay, there may be a fee associated with it.
All right. So question,
and-
where do I go to renew that? I'll just come here, or what is the procedure?
Check with our clerk.
Okay,
That's the
Stephanie,
easiest.
okay. Sure, all right.
Okay. If your daughter moves out, okay, something happens, she moves out, and you
Okay.
say, okay, we can rent this place out, okay? If you do that, you gotta come back before us, because then this accessory unit isn't good.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
So then
Understand.
it'll be harder if it's not a relative,
Okay, all right.
okay? Okay, board members, questions, comments?
And to see it cut and dry, very straightforward.
Okay? Okay?
Motion to close the hearing.
Okay, well, anyone want to speak, be recorded. You can be recorded in favor.
In favor.
Okay, now motion to close.
Motion to close the hearing.
Okay, motion to close. Do we have a second?
Second.
Made and seconded. Okay. Okay, we did that. Does someone have a motion concerning number 7? Okay, John?
Make a motion to accept the petition of Gilson and Zelia Barbosa, owners of property at 16 Athens Drive, lot number 206, plan number 1036, seeking a special permit for an accessory dwelling in their home for their daughter on the grounds that it's no more detrimental to the neighborhood.
Okay. Okay, do we have a second on the motion?
Second.
Well, we have several. Okay, any further discussion? Noting none. All those in, excuse me, Stephanie, sorry.
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Northrup?
Yes.
Mr. Rosetti?
Yes. Okay, you're granted, you're all set. You have to wait 14 days, then you go see our clerk, and then she will give you directions on how to handle things from here. Okay, you guys are back up again.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, sorry to keep you waiting.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay, now, let's go back to the inconsequential changes. So the inconsequential changes are the other
Insubstantial change is what it is.
insubstantial.
If I can make a little comment first. I've been dealing with them
Yeah.
with Stephanie and our attorney Jesse Shaw for the last month on this. If you can, go above board and just give us a little bit of education on what it's all about.
Oh, so for this
Very
particular application, sure, because I know Mark Bobrowski's been dealing with Jesse on local regulatory
Right, but
agreements
just
and all
the
that.
education.
So on this was approved for a 40B project, a large project, and it was approved, what was it, in 2017, 2000, something like that. And under 40B, there's regulations that any changes to the plans have to be reviewed by the board. And the board has to make either two determinations, a substantial change or an insubstantial change, depending on what the application is. If you determine it's a substantial change, we have to have a public hearing to discuss what the change is and open the public hearing and get a change approved. Usually substantial changes are talking about making the building bigger, adding units, things like that. Insubstantial changes related to the color of the structure, things like that, usually are determined insubstantial change. If you determine it's an insubstantial change, then the building commissioner can just approve it. So basically, because we are making a change to the approved site plan, we are before you tonight to make a determination whether it's a substantial change and we need to have a public hearing to talk about it, or we determine it's an insubstantial change and it can just be approved by the building commissioner. Okay? So before you tonight is that we're seeking what we believe is an insubstantial change to add signs. Oftentimes projects get approved and we don't know who the operator is going to be, who the management company is, so we don't know what the signs are going to look like. So now we know what the signs are going to look like, we know where we want them, so our proposal here is to add a few canopies and a few signs up front with our name on them, and add that to the approved site plan, and it's our position that that's an insubstantial change. Okay? Does that make sense? Is that a fair summary? Okay.
And our attorney reviewed it all, and it's fine with everything.
So in addition to the flutter, they're putting canopy signs?
Yeah,
too?
there's a few things on that list.
Yeah, so if you want to pull up
Some of them are almost so
if you want to look at the this plan right here with the blue building and then there's red marks, I think this is the best way we can describe what we're doing, and jump in here if I say something wrong. And then these architecturals right here are the actual plans. So the red shows the locations on this site plan here. And then this is the design of what's happening. So there's a canopy at the front entrance, and then a monument sign at the entrance aisle, and then there's those flutter signs. And what did we say, 5 flutter signs? Yeah. And the location of those are shown on this plan right here.
The monument sign part of this one? Was that part of it? Okay, can you tell us what's the monument sign?
Yep, so the monument sign is right here. And so if you look at your site plan, this monument sign is going to be on the island as you drive into the driveway.
Okay, so that's this one or this one?
Is that the back?
That's the night view.
The night view, yeah.
It's one side, yeah, that just shows what it looks like at night.
Okay, so this is the same as this? Okay,
And then the other major sign is the canopy sign. And that's shown on these plans right here. Just kind of puts the building together and it says Atwood on the front. This is Atwood Apartment Homes is what it says. And then the same flutter signs that you've seen before along the driveway, we're adding 5 of those.
okay. So there's gonna be 7 to 5 flutters, the one on the monument, and the one on the front entrance or the canopy.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, and throughout the site, I imagine there's gonna be some kind of directional signage?
That may have already been approved as part of the original site plan. So the only thing before you are these signs here.
Okay. Okay. I'm used to doing this from a planning board
Right,
perspective.
right.
Not Board of Appeals. Okay. All right, and the canopy sign, lit, not lit?
It is lit.
I'm sorry?
It is lit.
It is
So,
lit.
I don't know if everyone has this elevation.
Yeah.
So on the left is the daytime view.
Yeah.
And you can see, it says Atwood apartment homes.
That going straight across?
Yes, it's going straight across. And then at night, the only thing that's illuminated is the Atwood.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you got a day view here. And at night, just the Atwood would be backlit.
I think I'm missing a page or something. Okay. All right, no, obviously, those signs are lit continuously.
Yes.
Both the monument and the canopy.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
And so these signs, it's above the ground floor, so it's 12, 15 feet maybe off the ground?
The canopy sign is, yeah, not bad, it's 12 feet or so, it's,
I'm not gonna see it from my driveway 2.5 miles away, like the rest of the property.
I would think not.
Facing the wrong way, Chris.
What if they put the sign facing that way?
All right. All right, and the sign, what's it gonna be made of, or colors, or anything like that?
Just-
Materials, it's a fabricated aluminum, it's a white color.
It's a typical channel letter sign, so it's just an
Okay.
individual letter. Like I said, the Atwood portion is the one that's lit. And so
Okay.
the rest, it's all just
Not gonna be flashing, no red lights, no, you know, no moving parts, anything like that? Okay,
Aluminum, yeah.
okay. And the monument sign is like 6 feet tall, something like that, 7 feet?
7.5 feet.
7.5, okay. And again, that's indirect lighting, or direct lighting?
Is it just the Atwood lights up? The
Yeah,
letters,
it's
the letters just light up.
Okay. So it's not like a monument, a stone? It's some kind of a wood frame?
It's aluminum.
It's aluminum as well,
frame?
yeah.
Okay. And again, someone's gonna take care of maintenance on this stuff?
Yes, we have full-time maintenance.
Okay. Okay. Same conditions on the flutter signs as far as securing them and maintenance?
And again, the board's determination is you're not approving the signs or denying the
Yeah.
signs, you're just making a determination whether it's substantial or insubstantial change.
Okay.
That's the only thing. It would be very unusual that a design change such as this would be determined to be a substantial change. That would be an unusual decision.
Okay. When, it seemed to be a lot of work going on there, how are you progressing with construction?
So I can speak to that. So the construction is progressing well, on pace. We have run into several substantial material delays with products. The first one was the electrical switchgear
Yeah.
was delayed. We came up with a workaround and got some temporary switchgear. In the meantime, our permanent switchgear arrived on site, so that was great news. And then subsequent to that, the electrical meter sockets are all of a sudden now something that's impossible to get. So we've had a series of ship dates for our electrical meter sockets that have come and gone. The most, we were supposed to be shipped, those were supposed to be shipped to us in May. Then it was October, then it was November, then it was December 1st, December 1st. We were assured was gonna happen. That came and gone, it did not happen. Now we're being told that that's January 26, 2024, that we're gonna get the electrical meter sockets.
Okay.
So that has a cascading effect of delaying everything that happens after
Sure.
we're able to get our permanent power. We do have approximately 40 meter sockets installed to date. So we have, and, you know, we're turning this over in multiple phases, it's the three-phased occupancy. So in phase one, the 5th floor and the 4th floor of phase one, we do have our electrical meter sockets, and National Grid has come out, giving us the actual meters. So we do have power to the 5th floor and 4th floor, but we do not have it to the floors 3, 2, and 1.
Okay. Does that affect elevators and things?
Oh, yeah, we cannot, you know, what.
You're not gonna
well,
have
I should
people
say, we're gonna
occupying.
get our house power.
Yeah.
We have 2 house meters, we're gonna get our house power in the next week or so. We,
Yeah.
you know, we were scheduled to get that last week, but with this storm, National Grid obviously had to, you know,
Yeah.
abandon all normal installation to go to storm-related installation. So we've got, you know, put on the back burner with National Grid. Once they recover and get back up to speed, we'll have our house meters, which should allow us to get a couple of our elevators running. But we have, first of all, we have no intention, and second of all, we would never get permission from the building official to occupy until we get all of these electrical meters and, you know, stacks and installed and meet our life safety code, which right now we couldn't meet our life safety code.
Okay. So you're not planning on occupying for some period of time?
Well, right now, we're projecting a June 1 for the first phase.
Okay. Okay.
Subject to the delivery of these meter sockets. If these meter sockets truly ship on January 26th, and we have them by February 2nd or so, then we should be able to make a June 1 thereabouts date.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so, board members, does this have to be an informal or a formal discussion?
I think it's just an informal discussion.
It's an informal?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
And I just signed a letter.
That's
Okay,
right.
so this
That's
is
right.
Which I think Stephanie already did. Do you have that letter, Stephanie?
Okay. I was gonna say we were happy to help you draft it, but
No, well,
we already have somebody.
I think we already have it drafted. I'll sign it tonight.
Beautiful.
Give it to you, because more than likely, you might have a change going back with Jesse and back and forth.
Yep,
I'll be signing another one.
right.
But
I appreciate that.
Okay.
That works.
gotta get the ball rolling.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so this will be considered an informal, insubstantial change discussion, okay, for the project. Do we need an actual motion on this? Or we should take a vote, right?
I don't,
Yeah,
Why
a
don't we
vote,
take
a
a
vote
vote?
would be appropriate, yeah.
Okay.
A vote that this is an insubstantial change is what should be made, yeah.
Okay.
and
Board
and
members,
instructing the chairman to sign off on it.
yeah, and Tom is official chairman, so he's signing. Okay, does anyone have any questions on the informal discussion on the changes?
One thing I think you should, I was the only one on the board at the time this was.
Really? Wow, how about
That's why I
that?
asked for help with the education.
Yeah.
Nobody else was here.
Oh, wow.
A lot of change, it's been 4 years. with
Yeah,
COVID there.
yeah.
Chris?
So, yeah, I'd be on board with the insubstantial wording if the canopy signs were no higher than 20 feet off the ground, and the flutter signs had the same conditions of no single point of failure.
That's fine to do that,
Yeah, I don't know if that, I don't think we're going at the same.
I think that those conditions follow the plans that we're proposing, so
Yeah, right there.
I'm fine with that because that's what our plans show. So
Okay.
it's fine if it makes the board more comfortable.
Okay, and it's the same understanding on the flutter signs, the maintenance and securing them for 2 points of,
I'm telling you, we're gonna do that, but
Yeah.
this is not a decision with
Yeah.
conditions.
Right.
So
right, it's
I can tell you
informal, so-
that we're gonna keep those signs, maintain them the same way we got the special permit for, so there's no reason why things will be different, but we can't really add conditions other than what we're proposing on the plans.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else have comments, questions? Okay. What I'm looking for is a motion to determine that this was an informal discussion of insubstantial changes and that we found the changes to be insubstantial.
So moved.
Okay, so we have a motion, do we have a second? Motion and seconded. Okay, Stephanie?
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
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 Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Does that give you what you need?
It does, thank you very much, we appreciate that.
Stephanie, do you have that letter?
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay.
This is one, this, you know, it came directly from Jeff.
All right.
You want me to take that and record it? Okay.
I have the phone.
Yeah, so I'll scan it and I'll just record it right away.
Okay. Board members, is there anything else that anyone wants to bring up at this point? Okay, obviously, Tom, you want to wish everyone Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
Okay?
Everybody.
So, we all wish each other Merry Christmas. And Stephanie, before you go, from the board, there's a little token for you. Just wishing you Merry Christmas and thank you for all you've done for us. Okay, board members, we need a motion to adjourn. Okay, made, second, okay? Okay, all those in favor, just signify by saying aye. Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you all, have a nice holiday.